Today we're going to talk about expressions in our characters. So I'm going to use the whiteboard here because I'm going to be doing a lot of erasing. Hopefully you can see this okay. So I'm going to be drawing mostly just the faces for today. And again, we're going to keep these really simple. And we're going to talk about why and how we're going to change these expressions. So first of all, if I just do the eyes, just like this, we can see this one is probably bored or sleepy. This one would be scared or maybe surprised, something like that. And this one would be angry. Okay, pretty simple. Just the eyes. We're not even including any other facial features. So now let's take a look at how something like the rest of our cartoon would look for to create this sort of thing. So for example, here's what I mean. So I want to have a face here that has that look like this on it. Now, when I pointed it out, I said that this could be scared or it could be surprised, okay? And all we've done is used our eyebrows to go up like that. Now, when I add in some other facial features, I put in the mouth, we still don't know if he's surprised or if he's scared, okay? And, you can add in the little tongue there if you wanted to, a couple little things like that. So, and there we go. Okay, so now we have just a head. Now, there's two ways that we can show that this is for either surprise or fear. One would be to have him saying something, okay? So if he yells this, and this is where we get into a different type of word balloon as well, which I want to talk about. We use this kind of word balloon for sound effects, someone shouting or yelling, or for if this were an electronic voice like a robot or coming out of a radio, something like that, we could use this type of word balloon. So this is what we have so far. So this, adjust this a little bit, ooh, and he's freaking out. Now, what if we weren't going to put any words in there, but we still wanted to show that he was afraid? So then we might have, let's have something like, we'll keep it simple here. We'll just have we got a spider dropping down. Make sure that he's looking at the spider and he's afraid, okay? So what's happening in our cartoon has to justify our expression. Or to put it another way, our expression needs to go along with what's happening in the cartoon. It's going to accentuate what's happening, and it's going to add dynamics to your cartoon. So let's take a look at this one. This one we had this kind of bored or sleepy look. Okay. Now, the universal cartoon language, and I say that because there's a lot of things that we all seem to know what it means. Okay, so for example, and again, let's talk about word balloons. The one I just used a minute ago was a word balloon we would use for the sound effects. This one we're going to use for thinking. Again, this is very well known. Everybody recognizes this. So he's thinking. So he's thinking about, we can put words in here, or we can put pictures. So if I put a picture like this, maybe he's hungry, he's bored with what's going on around him, and is thinking about food. Or he could be thinking something like, we can put some words in here. This is boring. Okay. Not the cleverest thing in the world, but again, this tells us exactly why he has this look on his face. Okay. Now, if you didn't want it to be that he was bored, if you wanted to be that he's tired, something that's going on in the cartoon can help to illustrate that. Or again, he can be saying, I am beat. And just put a little bit of, now we know for sure that he's tired. Okay, it's not he's bored, he's tired. In the drawing, if the drawing part of it, if you want him to be talking about, oh, and here's another thing that you could add to that too. If you want to do the tired thing, and he could just be thinking of his bed. So in your word balloon, he can be thinking of that. Okay, so we'll take a nice look at that. That's what that would look like. So you can have things going on within the cartoon. You can have things within the word balloon that tells you what's happening. You can use all kinds of different clues.